Morning students, today we are learn document related to formation of a company. That's we are learn memorandums of association. That's we are few clauses of memorandum of association we are learn last lecture. We are learn first clauses name clauses, second clauses address clauses and third clauses object clauses. Today we are learn another clauses. That's first the liability clauses. Liability clauses, these clauses state the extent of liability of the members of the company. In case of a company limited by shares, there are the different types of the companies. In case of company limited by share, these clauses state that the liability of the members is limited. Is the extent of the amount unpaid on the face value of shares held by the members. Similarly, in case of a company limited by guarantee, another types of the company, these clauses state the amount which every member guarantee to pay toward the assets of the company at the time of winding up or toward the cost or expense at the time of winding up. In case of unlimited liability company with or without share capitals, these clauses state that the liability of its members is unlimited. Another words are this liability clauses is a fourth clauses in the memorandum. These clauses state the nature of liability of members. It states the liability of every shareholder is limited to the face value of shares or share held by him. This means the shareholders are liable to pay unpaid amount to their shares. For example, if a shareholder has paid rupees 75 on his shares of rupees 100, his liability is up to rupees 25 only. That is the unpaid balance on the shares. It is the one examples of the liability clauses. However, in the initial stage, the liability of directors, managing directors may be made unlimited if agreed upon in cash. Private property of director is at the risk. This gives security to the company's business and create confidence in the mind of investors and creditors. Thus, in case of a company limited by guarantee, these clauses will state the amount which every member undertake to contribute in the event of liquidities of companies. In another words are, इसका मतलब क्या है, लाइबिलिटी क्लोजेस क्या है? द लाइबिलिटी क्लोजेस ये फोर्थ क्लोजेस है मेमोरेंडम्स ऑफ एसोसिएशन का. दिस क्लोजेस स्टेट द नेचर ऑफ लाइबिलिटी ऑफ मेंबर्स. ये क्लोजेस कंपनी का जो लाइबिलिटीज है, कंपनी का नेचर क्या है लाइबिलिटी के बारे में, लाइबिलिटी ऑफ मेंबर्स का वो नेचर दिखा दे. कभी ये लिमिटेड बाय शेयर्स, लिमिटेड बाय द शेयर्स आर योर्स. अनदर्स वन, in case of the company limited by shares, in case of the company limited by guarantees, in case of the unlimited liabilities of the company. उसका ये सारा नेचर्स है, वो सभी नेचर्स उसमें दिखाई देते हैं. इट स्टेट दिस लाइबिलिटी ऑफ एवरी शेयर होल्डर्स इज लिमिटेड. ये सभी शेयर होल्डर्स की लाइबिलिटीज क्या है, लिमिटेड से या अनलिमिटेड से, उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन देंगे. टू द फेस वैल्यू ऑफ शेयर्स और शेयर हेल्ड बाय हिम. This means the shareholders are liable to pay unpaid amount on their shares. It is the one of the liability of clauses. Another ones we are learn here, alteration of liability. Alteration of liability clauses. The Company Act 2013 or any rules made thereunder does not contain any provision regarding alteration of liability clauses. Legally speaking, the relationship between some members and the company is a contractual relationship. Hence, if any change is to be made in the liability of members, it has to be with the consent of the members and that too in written. It means the liability of member can be increased only if the consents member agree and returns. That times they are the increase the liabilities. Liability clauses may be altered so as to make a liability of directors unlimited. Directors are unlimited if authorized by article of association. The director has to give consents in returns in this effect. For this purpose, a special resolution is passed and copy of it is to be filed with the Registrar of Company ROC within 30 days of passing the resolutions. Another clause is the capital clauses. These clauses state the amount of capital with which the company is registered. This capital is called as a registered capital. This is the maximum capital which the company is authorized to raise. Hence, it is called as a authorized capitals. The total amount of share capitals in term of total number of shares and fixed value per share called as a face value of the shares. If the company want to issue more shares to raise more fund than the amount of authorized capitals. It means this is a capital clauses is the fifth clauses in the memorandum of association. It states the total amount of share capital 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, etc. That is the total amount of share capital with which a company is registers. This company is registers, that is the authorized capitals of the company. It also mentions type of shares. There's numbers. Type of shares means equity share, preference shares, different types of preference shares, participating, non-participating, convertible, non-convertible, etc. There's numbers. How many numbers? 100, 200, 500, whatever are there. Face value 10 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever there, etc. Where the capitals is divided into different clauses of shares, different classes of shares. It has to mention the right attained to each class of shares. The Company Act 2013 permit the issue of two types of share, equity shares, preference shares, etc. Another ones we are learn here, alterations of capital clauses. The article of association of company authorize the alterations in the capital clauses. Capital is altered for reason like increasing the authorized capitals by issuing new shares, convert fully paid off shares into stock, etc. Capital clauses is altered by passing an ordinary resolution in the general meeting. We are learn for the first liability clauses, name clauses, they are the passing for the special resolution, but here the pass for the ordinary resolutions in the general meeting. It is the capital clauses. Another last clauses of the memorandum of associations, the associations or subscription clauses. This is the last clauses of the memorandum of association and it is the place at the end. In this, subscribes to the memorandums make a declaration stating that they are desirous of forming a company as per the memorandums and agree to take a certain numbers of shares in the capitals of the company. In case of a public company, the memorandum must be signed by at least 7 subscribers, whereas for the private company by at least subscribers and 1 subscribers in case of the one person company. Each subscriber has to put his name, address and occupation in the presence of at least one witness who shall also put in these details. That is the association clauses, other words the subscription clauses. This is the last clauses of memorandum. It contains a declaration by signatures of memorandums. Signatories means office documents that have to subscribe opinions, their signatures to memorandums of association. These clauses also cover the name, address, occupations of the subscribers. It also states that the signatories office documents have agreed to purchase at least one share of the company. It may state the number of shares agreed to be purchased by signatories, and it also contains their signatures. This is the association or subscription clauses. Then alteration of subscription clauses is not possible. It is the final clauses. Thank you, students.